someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties.
Blue 30.
I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Using his legs, it's Lewis. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Got him, hey, got him! Brush!
Back to throw, it's Singleton. And he's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
To the air on 1st down.
Completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Wide 29.
Here's the handoff. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory.
Black 18! Black 18! Right on the end!
Horse and fire complete. Will be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Offense changing the play.
Eagle!
On 4th down, going to the air. Good timing on the quick out. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Back to throw, it's Singleton. Quickly complete. Huge getting down to the 17-yard line.
It's pretty apparent who they want to get the football to on this drive. It hasn't mattered where this guy is lined up, which side of the field. That's where the quarterback is throwing it. The defense now has got to take account of that. What's that, 4 or 5 catches in a row? Crazy. This defense now needs the key on him. They've got to be communicating, hey, the ball's coming here if it's a throw.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Quarterback may change this route. Run inside. It's Willis. Brought down right at the 10, and this defense keeps him away from the 1st down line, but will they go for it on 4th down?
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Intercepted in the first drive. Ends with a pick. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the move, it's Willis. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And they run and really drive with the turnover. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
puts through the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver.
Go, go.
On the draw, it's Lewis. Across the 30, right down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a win.
Shakes off the defender. And he's brought down after a solid game, and we are done in the first quarter. He launched a dominated first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down.
Spear, hey, Spear! Spear, Spear, Spear!
Looking to pass. It's Singleton. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20.
Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Offense in a bunch formation. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's chat for just a second about Old Dominion. Great pickup on the defensive front. Three-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough at this level. That's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to throw it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there versus second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the middle. Got a man. It's Johnson. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Monarchs have this offense rolling. Running inside. It's Rook. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's what you
Now facing a 3rd
sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for space. It's Lewis. They'll get him at the 45, and he got 10 on that one.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here from my running back, make the game easy.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man in Sanchez. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll stick to the ground, looking for the mark. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. He might want another play. To the air, it's Singleton. With the catch, it's Villa. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. To the ground to try to move the chain. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year. But you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off.
Trying to find a seam for more, but a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Looking for the goal line. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't forced the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Red 54! Red 54!
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Roach. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So
there's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll run it. Find some fresh air. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, this defense has their hands full with him on this drive. And that DB, I'll tell you, he may have saved a touchdown with that tackle. When you've got speed like this running back has, if he gets in the second level, a lot of people start to hold their breath because it could be a house call. You know they're going to keep giving him the football here in the drive. Up front, this defense has got to get a lot more physical.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Potter. Oh, they're after him, and down he goes. As we close it on halftime, it's and he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Oh, he missed it. No good. That's that failed field goal attempt, fellas. Still time ball game. We've played 2 quarters here at recap time, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Missouri in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Missouri coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Intercepted, and that's not how
This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that can make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack the offense.
you made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously,
It's a 1st and 10. Right back to the well.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roach. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Ball is at the 42-yard line. Close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Potter. Got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job.
Just too much of a rush from down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe as a 49.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
And the Monarchs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play. Instead, they're looking at a 3rd down.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guys to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this game. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he dropped it, just couldn't whip the thing all the way in.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be fast. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the pop will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Justin.
Yeah, you saw the experience.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the 1st down.
Gonna run it. It's Lewis. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Howie Rowe will check on his condition. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Wilson!
Off play action. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Monarchs can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Now on first down from the 28. He's got it on the right. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots. Shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to...
There he goes. The 20. Past the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Monarchs.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Singleton. That's caught. It's James. He's got enough for the first down with a spot at the 37.
It's so important in football that wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page. They're understanding where I got to get the first down. Great job understanding where that marker was. Great execution, first down.
Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. It's Villa, and he's dragged down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This has been a tight one. 3rd quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. A little screen to the left. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll throw on 3rd down. And he's on the bottom, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the run, it's Roach. Makes his man miss. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Past the 30. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Hand off to the lone back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Ready, go!
Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
And you're seeing more of this in college football, man. Bringing on more and more tight ends, guys that are versatile pieces. And you see it right there, right? You can still throw the football, and now you got to match up with those guys and their big bodies. Nice throw down the field, nice catch. Nice job of using multiple tight end packages for this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Potter. Pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense grabs the football. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. This offense had a really good opportunity here, and they just spit it up with the ball.
And I'm so impressed with the defense. This has been a long, hard-fought type game. It's been physical. Guys are tired. But in this 2-minute situation, they're still out there. They're still pulling away at the football, trying to create opportunities for their offense to go win the game. Cannot be more impressed with this defense.
The Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Quarterback sneak. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
I love the attitude of this defense. They were expecting quarterback sneak or something quick hitting on that play, and they just buckled up and drove the offensive line back, able to stop the QB behind the line of scrimmage.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wide out.
Hammer! Blue, 22 dart! Blue, 22 dart!
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they hope that false start penalty doesn't come back to haunt them. Second and goal again.
Net! Venom! Hey, Venom!
Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal.
thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the point after is good. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Harris. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Running inside. It's Roach. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Red 54! Red 54!
Grab behind the line. It's Branch. He's brought down quickly. No more gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
Just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this guy behind it.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Flag, 14. Rush, rush, rush. Straight at the
Looking
end.
for a man. It's Singleton. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
Blue 99 up. Blue 99 up. Blue idiot.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, trying to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
And the throw out to the sideline. We would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts and saving the clock much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments, in big games like that. Late in this game on 3rd down and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.